Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Baker Mayfield and the Los Angeles Rams.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Kingsley Enagbare.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Completes it to Powell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
from the 2. Here's 1st and goal. Akers is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Akers. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Mayfield. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Going right back to Akers. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Mayfield now. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd down at 5. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Here's Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Crosby is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Our score after one here on EA Sports. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And some room to work. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Up the middle, Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The kick by Crosby is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Rodgers now on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Let's go, let's go. 53, 53.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers dancing to his left. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Mayfield on first down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Mayfield gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play fake. Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried the throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Pass caught. It's been Skoranek. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan from 3 yards out. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense coming back out. There's Van Jefferson leading them. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. First down, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay.
We're getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense coming back out. There's Van Jefferson leading them. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. This one completes. A Tunyon underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense coming back out, and there's Van Jefferson leading them. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in here by Powell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield now. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. That one complete to Skoranek. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Powell, 27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense coming back out. There's Van Jefferson leading them. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
Do you want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Mayfield on play action. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield completes it to Powell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going right back to Akers. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And here's Jones again on second down. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 38. 108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll go with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers. The defense gets a hand on him, but he still grabs it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to try and run. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mayfield on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now the Packers get set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Avoids him at the 40. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Dillon, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The offense coming back out, and there's Van Jefferson leading them. And he is just one reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
They go play action. Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll go with Akers here up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
First down, Mayfield. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They're going to look to throw. They go screen with Dillon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And a good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Mayfield. Pass complete to Akers. How the out route.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Now a run with Akers.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even